from Malibu on the windy beach. I'm in this little hut right now that I found. So this is episode 2 of, I just saw 22 as I said 2. 2 of a chosen journey. Whew. So honestly, the main thing that came to mind that I wanted to say is that how people, including myself, it's so easy to get caught up in like the safety of living in a house, you know, and like an area that you know, and having like a stable job and just like a lot of stability, which is like understandable, you know, like it's not a bad thing to have that, and it does provide safety to an extent. But I remember like thinking like, how do travelers do it? Like, you know, like do they not go starving? Are they not like, you know, like scraping the sidewalk for pennies? And in my experience of traveling with no money, thus far, the universe has just provided for me continuously. And I'm so grateful, and I feel so supported by the universe. And all it takes is trust and surrendering. And even if your logical brain says like, no, that's not gonna work out, you're gonna be left with nothing, like how is that gonna work? Like, it doesn't make, the ways of the universe don't always make sense to the logical brain. And that's really where you have to come in, to just trust and surrender and not be attached to the outcome. Because once you just let go and you're like, okay, well, I release control, everything works out. Everything is, you are supported. And that's what I've been shown on my journey thus far. So yeah, I have been staying in LA, Malibu area as of lately, and I've gone to some amazing gatherings of high vibrational light beings, which is honestly what I live for, is the gatherings. I went to one which was a masculine and feminine alliance, and we really embodied divine masculine and divine feminine and honored it. And then another one was a sound healing, and it's just such a blessing to be able to connect with all these light beings. No matter where you are, the light is there. And yeah, so a miracle that has occurred recently is, because people are curious about money and what I do for money, and a miracle that occurred for me was, I was out of money and I was like, what am I doing? Like, you know, I was like feeling pretty down. But I find that in those moments of being so low to the ground, my heart cracks open because I have nothing else to cling on to. So I was sitting at this very high vibrational spot that I feel very connected to in Malibu, with the ocean in front of me, and I was like, ocean, I humbly ask you to give me a way that I can, because I was running out of money, right? So I'm like, a way that I can, like, I'm like, I want to do something. I find that like my brain is like, well, I want to do something in exchange for money rather than just receiving it. But really it goes both ways. Like, you will receive abundance even without doing anything. And that's our natural state. That's the natural law of the universe. It's just always being provided for. But also, I don't know, I feel like it's good to keep your ego in check and keep you humble, to be doing something in service, be doing something selfless in exchange for abundance. So I was like, universe, I ask that I can like provide people nourishing, raw, high vibrational foods in exchange for abundance. And just sat with the ocean, and she listened and she held space for me. And then I got up off the rocks, and immediately someone is like, I hear someone like call me over, like whistle, and I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, I am not a dog, like, no. So I just kind of ignored them, and then they came over to me and they were like, hi, do you want a job? Immediately after I just had my talk with the ocean about abundance. And I was like, huh? Like, what do you mean? He's like, come here. And he has this fruit stand with simply just mangoes, strawberries, and coconut water. And he's like, I pay you good, just like work at this fruit stand. And I'm like, like this is too good to be true, like what? And I just went with it, and he started giving me all this fruit, and it was so amazing. And he was like, I'll pay you $150 a day. So I was like, okay. He's like, you want to work tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. Literally a moment after I talked to the ocean, it was the instant manifestation. And truly, I am amazed by the power of the universe, and that we are able to create our own realities. So the next day I went, and it was so easy. He was like, the mangoes are this much, the strawberries are this much, coconuts are this much, okay, bye. And he just left me there, and everything worked out beautifully. I connected with customers, and I put positive energy, I put Reiki energy into the food so that it would heal them as they ate it. And I just chilled and journaled all day long, and then he gave me $150, and I was like, wow, yay, like what a blessing. And as much fruit as I want, I could eat, and it's just such abundance. I'm so grateful. And yeah, and I stayed at a hostel in San Clemente because I was feeling like I wanted to ground down a little bit. And I got to surf, which was beautiful, and then from there I went to the gatherings, and from the hostel I realized so I'm an empath, a very sensitive, highly sensitive, energetic person, and if you guys are interested, I can make another video about that, because that's a very prevalent topic in my life, because it is my life, the life of an empath. But I realized that I actually prefer staying in my car because I'm very sensitive to energy, so that includes like especially the places that I'm staying, and if there are other people there, I feel their energy, and I do shielding and I do protection, which helps, but regardless of it, it is my reality to. I don't really have a choice of feeling what other people are feeling. So I realized that I actually prefer being in my own nest, my own essence, my own pure energy. So I like staying in my car, to be honest. And yeah. I've connected with so many amazing characters. Spilulose is the man with the fruit stand, and he's a very special character. He's from Greece, and he's a very powerful being, and just like very himself, very authentic in himself. And I met a goddess, I forget her name, but she was so powerful as well, and just so many beautiful beings that I'm so grateful and blessed to have connected with. And it just really takes me having my heart open and trusting, and not like just following my intuition and like what my body says, like for me to go, even though it does not make logical sense to my brain. If I just feel pulled in a certain direction, or if my body feels tense, then I know that something's wrong. But if it feels calm and it feels pulled in a certain way, then I go to it. And I just really have been listening to my body and my instincts, and they have not proved themselves wrong. So yeah, it's a beautiful time. And now I was supposed to work at the fruit stand today, but I haven't heard from Spiliolose. But I know that everything is working out in my favor, so even though that seems like a loss, I know that the universe is doing everything for me, not against me. So I guess we'll see what happens. I am hoping to go to Portal to New Earth. So yeah, hopefully I can manifest the way to that. I currently don't have very much money. I think I have like $30. But this morning I woke up and I went to go to the fruit stand, which is parked right next to the beach. And I've seen so many dolphins, by the way. And it was just, he wasn't there. Rawr! He wasn't there, so I was just sitting and being in the presence of the ocean and meditated a little bit, and then I was just chilling by my car, and there's like a spot and it's like a parking lot on PCH, and then on the right side is just the ocean, and a lot of people park there and, you know, live in their cars or sleep in their cars or their vans or their RVs. It's a pretty common thing, to be honest. I'm not the only one. There's like a community of people that do it, and I feel very safe in Malibu and supported. But anyways, so, and I was looking at the dolphins, and then this guy came over and he was like, yes, the dolphins, they are activating us. And we received the vibration of the dolphins. And then I connected with him, and his name is Prince Eve, and he's living in his car right now too, and by choice, and he's an artist. And anyways, so we went to the store and we bought fruit to share. And it was just amazing to experience that abundance with him. And I'm so grateful to just be provided for. People ask me what do I eat, and I just eat a lot of fruit. I'm raw vegan, so I eat a lot of fruit and salad, and I honestly, if I have money, I almost always spend it on food, because my body is my temple. It's the most important thing to me. So, yeah. And another question that someone asked me was, what does my family think? And my dad doesn't know, but he hasn't asked me. So my relationship with my family isn't your typical relationship. I have love for them, but and I feel a lot of love for them, but I feel as though my deepest connections are with friends or star family. Like, my true family is my chosen family. But yeah, my mother, so my relationship with my family is, I kind of am like, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and like, if you don't support me, then you don't support me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And through making that decision to just like stick to my intuition no matter what, I think that they have learned to accept and see me as I am, rather than what they want me to be. And so my mom has surprisingly been very supportive. We don't talk a bunch, but when we do, she's just like, you do whatever you need to for self-realization, which is beautiful. Thank you, Mama, feeling me and understanding. And my dad, my parents don't support me financially, because of my choices. And I think that the only way that they would support me financially, my mom actually sends me money occasionally. It was like $30, just randomly. I don't even ask her to. She just does because she's generous. But my dad only supports me if I go to college, and that is not in alignment for me, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I've talked to him, but he hasn't asked me like, where are you or what are you doing? He's just kind of like, oh, happy Easter, or like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. So I haven't lied to him. He just hasn't asked me. But yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know that I'm on this journey. And yeah, it's just been really beautiful. Not feeling any pressure to like make something out of myself. I'm just kind of like taking it day by day and like really being as present as I can and grateful for the little things. And yeah, I'm hoping to go to Portal to New Earth, and after that, some intentions that I have are to visit some national parks and some high vibrational zones like Sequoia and Mount Shasta and Yosemite. So we'll see what happens. I would like to camp with some other beings. I really like being solo because I'm really sensitive. So being solo helps me ground in my purest essence. But I'm hoping to find other people, and I have already, but find other people that are really on my same wavelength, that I could go camping with, because I think that would be a beautiful shared experience. Yeah, I already have like connected with some people so deeply, kindred souls, and I'm eternally grateful. And yeah, I feel as though part of the reason why the fruit stand hasn't manifested for me is because the universe doesn't want me to do that. The universe wants me to spend my energy on healing work. I do Reiki and Oracle readings in exchange for abundance. Because, you know, when you get into that energy of like, I'm doing this as work, you truly like tune your energy into it so much more, and rather than like just for fun and play. And I've applied to like 20 jobs over the past 2 months, and I've gotten none of them. So I think that the universe is like, no, you're not gonna work a restaurant job. That is not your mission. That is not in alignment for you. We're not letting you that happen. And the angels. And so I'm trying not to be forceful or worry, but hopefully finding a way that I can be of service through my healing ways. Yeah. Because I find that when you pay for something, you value it so much more than versus if you just got it for free. And so that's why I feel as though it is in alignment for me to charge for healings, because first of all, my energy is valuable, right? My time and energy is valuable. And also, when I pay for healings, I really focus in on them so much more because I'm like, okay, this is money, like this is an exchange. I'm exchanging my energy for this versus just doing it, receiving for free. I mean, I'm grateful for it regardless, but you know, you really value things much more when you're putting your intention. Money is intention. You're putting your intention towards them. But yeah, so this is my life right now. I love you. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, please comment them down below. Mwah.